Hello, hello, hello. Shall we have a chatter? A chatter and a natter about Lughnasadh. Do you know what Lughnasadh is? So we're at this time of year. There's many overlapping themes of year. We've got Lughnasadh, we've got Lionsgateway, we've got lots of retrogrades. It's that awesome time. It's a time of many things. A time of abundance, a time of creation, creativity, fertility, fruition, you know. But we also have one of the 8 turns of the wheel, the Druidic wheel or pagan wheel. And that's very aligned with Gaia, right? Gaia and her beautiful cycles. And Lughnasadh, usually known on the 1st of August, in the Northern Hemisphere at least anyway. In the Southern Hemisphere, it's in 6 months' time. It's in Mulk now for you guys in the Southern Hemisphere. But Lughnasadh is a time of the harvest. John Barleycorn. It is a time of birth, death, and rebirth. It is a beautiful celebration, a beautiful ritual and rite. And it's one that brings so much to be appreciative for, so much gratitude. And it's really funny because I sit here on my very wet chair outside, trying to make the most of the weather because, as you can see by the clouds, it's been trying to storm all day. So it's like very, very wet right now here. It's been like rolling thunder. It's been great. Love it. And there's a reason for that. And every year, July, August, we have the storms. And people forget this, I think, and then fear that the world is changing and blah, blah, blah. But every year, July, August especially, we have storms. And that is Gaia's way of helping bring a very, very fruitful harvest. Because the lightning, when it strikes, splits the nitrates in the air. And then the rain comes and it draws all the nitrates down, it puts it into the earth. And the soil drinks it up. The plants then drink it up, and then the crops double in size. They get their fertilization. Of course, what do we have now? If you go to a garden store and you need fertilizer, you're buying some type of nitrate, potassium nitrate, something like that. But nature has its own way of doing that, and that's through storms. Lightning splits the atoms in the air, brings the nitrates down, and then we get bigger and more bountiful crops. And it's wonderful. It's a wonderful pattern. It's a wonderful cycle. It happens every single year, just after the peak of summer. And we have the first harvest, which is coming up, most people know Lughnasadh to be the 1st of August. By the arc of the sun, it's around the 4th or 5th usually, if we're measuring it a little more accurately. And then we have the second harvest, which is later on, right? So it's really wonderful because it's a gorgeous, gorgeous time. And when you are really feeling the shifts and changes that each season, and not only season, but each turn of the wheel brings, it's really wonderful because you can then find yourself more balanced, more aligned with the flow of earth. And we have to remember our bodies are made up of that. So even though all of who we are is much more than the body, much more than the mind, much more than all of that, we are here housed, driving this body, So we have to kind of, pay attention to where that body comes from, and that body comes from earth. And so if that body comes from earth, then it's really, it does well to kind of keep connected with earth's cycles for wherever you are in the world. It's going to be a little bit different maybe for wherever you are. Just like it is with cosmic cycles. Chiron's just gone retrograde, Saturn's retrograde, I think Uranus, Mercury, we've got lots of other retrogrades happening as well, which are always those beautiful invitations to go inwards, to see what is ready to come forth and heal. And it's never going to be the same thing every year. There's always going to be themes and layers, sure. But what's really, really beautiful is that even though there's themes and layers every single year, then it gets a little bit more specific by where we are in the cycle of Earth and by what the planets are doing, right? Because they have a gentle influence, because we're made up of those two, right? And where they are actually transiting, what houses they are for you personally. But yeah, this time traditionally is a time of rebirth. And it's not often looked at in that way. But it's really beautiful because if we look at it from Earth's perspective, most of us watching this video is probably going to be experiencing Lughnasadh. So there's a lot of fruition coming from all of our previous endeavors, right? The harvest, collecting all the fruits and the crop from everything that we've planted, everything that we've nourished, everything that we've grown this year. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, then you're at Imbolc, you're at the first light. So you're at the planting seed stage, right? Which is also equally exciting because in 6 months' time, you'll be, collecting your harvest. But then we also have the alignment of Sirius, that helical arc of Sirius, right? Bringing us even more downloads, So we get all this lovely energy all through the year from various different places, but mainly either from above or below. And if it's coming from above, it's going to expand our soul, it's going to expand our mission, it's going to reveal to us more of who we are. It's going to nourish and bring light to parts of us that have been maybe still held in shadow, of which we have most of us is in shadow. And that's going to be potentially a controversial statement. But realistically, less than 10% of all of who we are is known by the conscious mind. Everything else is subconscious or unconscious. So, that being the case, I think we can allow ourselves a little bit of grace when things come in to illuminate us and enlighten us. What a gift. And then we have the beautiful codes that rise up from Gaia, from the earth. And they remind us as well to, stay connected, not only to our cosmic parents, but also to our earthly parents. We're meant to be that bridge between heaven and earth. We're not meant to be too tipped into one or too tipped into the other, because guess what? We're too much up here, we disassociate, our mind gets a bit sore, right? We struggle with ascension symptoms. If we're too up in the mind or too out of the body, then we get a lot of chronic illness showing up, or psychosis, like really troubled mind. If we're too much in the body, we can become overly materialistic or selfish. And, so we're meant to be that balance, right? That's the ideal way. It's not always realistic. It's always a symbiosis, right? It's always fluctuating. But that's the fun, and that's the trick, is by living every day in life and just feeling and being present to whatever is flowing through right now, and just kind of checking in with yourself. Do we need more heaven? Do we need more earth? To be the bridge in between, we have to be connected to both. Are you moving your body enough? Are you looking after the temple you're in? Because there's no point in ignoring this, because this is your vehicle to be here, right? But I love it when the sky's like this. Can you guys see this? Like, I don't know if it's going to show, but like the sky and the clouds, it's just like these clouds, these rain clouds are really illuminated right now. Really nice. But anyway, it's just a little bit of a ramble. I just thought I'd say hello from back from quite a bit of travel. I just got back from some lovely camping in the north of England, in a lovely place in North Yorkshire that I used to go to every year when I was younger, a Lughnasadh festival. It was like a closed festival, but it was for Lughnasadh. And it's always wonderful. And just got back from there, and that's the last time that they're going to be holding that particular gathering at that particular piece of land. So it was really wonderful to pay respect to Gaia and the land. For 25 years, this one particular place has held our family of earth dwellers, from people from all walks of life coming together as one particular family. Is really nice. And next year it's going to be in a different location. So it was really incredible to go this year and to spend time in the roundhouse, spend time in the stone circle there, to be on all the ley lines that are up there, just be so offline. It's still so connected. And before that, as you all saw, I was in China, really honoring the body again. And it really is about that. It's about the balance that we have. How are you balanced? Where do you need to bring more balance in? Because you can watch all the videos that you want to watch, right? And be inspired by people like myself or others or whomever it is that you tune into, sharing about their life. And some of you will hear what is said, take inspiration, apply, learn, and embody. And some will choose the experience instead. And that's okay. That's good. That's how we learn in this life. It's really cool, isn't it? Can we hear it and embody it? Or actually, does our soul, does our mind, and does every aspect of our psyche that currently exists need to go through an experience? Now that is going to be the question as we start to approach eclipse season. Another few weeks' time, as we go through Lionsgateway, as we dance through this time of abundance and sun and heart and courage, as we receive the lessons and wisdom of the retrogrades, the cycles, the connection that we get, the social aspect that we get from summer months. You know? So wonderful. Always such a gorgeous time to be alive, no matter what time of year. Right? I suppose that's the question. Some of us need the experiences, some of us can hear and apply. This summer, what is it going to be for you? There's no right or wrong. Everything's perfect for the individual. So there's no judgment or no right or wrong or anything like that. Looks like there's a spaceship right there, hey? Syrians saying hi. Talking about them in their beautiful helical arc. Anyway, I'm just having a little bit of a ramble. I send you all so much love. Congratulations to everyone that got one of the Lemurians at 20% off. That's concluded now. Yeah, there's a lovely, very large obsidian pyramid that's attuned to the halls of Amenti. That's on my website right now. There's only one available, and that would be a really perfect ally for Lionsgateway if it calls to you. Also have a beautiful ocean agate skull attuned to Poseidon. So that's a really, really wonderful being as well. You can have a look at aliceheath.com for those two beautiful, unique pieces. So some lovely dragons as well, little dragons attuned to the archangels on there. If you're looking for some crystal allies to accompany you through this season. But yeah, I will see some of you on the 10th of August in the New Forest with myself, Tim, and Jackie White. There's only like 3 places left and we're sold out. So if it calls to you to be there in person, if you're watching this video and you've chosen to watch it all to the end, well done for your attention span for one. And for two, one of those places might be for you. So have a look at Jackie's website if it does call to you. Because we'll be drawing in the codes of the Cosmic Lion for the Lionsgate. And I have 2 places left for the Magdalene event on Monday, the 11th, where we're going to be making the ceremonial grade incense in the Magdalene Chapel, whilst also then receiving channeled messages as a channel Magdalene for you. So there's 2 places left on that, and I think 2 or 3 places left with Jackie for the Sunday. So whichever calls to you, jump to aliceheath.com or jackiewhite.co.uk to have a little nosy. But yeah, I will see you very soon for some more shorter, snappier videos. I just wanted to check in and say hello to everyone. Send you all my love. Always gorgeous to be here. See you next time.